Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from IBG models. And this time we get a model in a 1/72nd scale, so it's a Cromwell, but in a armored recovery vehicle version, so you can see it on the box art. And in 1/72nd scale, it should be quite an unusual build, I would say, because it's easier to combine it with something else, because it's a recovery vehicle and you can build some interesting diorama. Obviously, the figurines are not supplied as far as I can guess, but still I think you can do some interesting scenario with this vehicle, and that's why I decided to take a closer look in this video. So first of all, I have to note that the box size is typical for this type of kit from this brand, so here you can see comparison with my hand. We also have really nice box art here, and the kit number is written there, it's 72111. On the site you will find 3 other kits in the same scale, so we reviewed some of them, so you can find it easily on our YouTube channel, while on the opposite side you will find also 4 marking options for this vehicle, but obviously the differences will not be that drastic, and it will be mainly the small symbols on the vehicle. So this is a top opening box. And here is what we have inside. As usual, IBG packs the plastic sprues into separate plastic bags. So as you can see, it's quite a neat packaging and there is plenty of space. So I really doubt that something will arrive damaged to you. So I'm going to open the first Ziploc bag. And this is actually a really good thing as well, because it's easier to store parts with such package. So I can see that we have interconnection between 2 sprues here. And maybe we will start with them. So let's zoom in a bit further, and now you can see that here we have the side shells, and they are provided in 2 versions as far as I can understand, so it will be important to decide which version you will be using. I guess the assembly manual will help you with this, but overall molding quality seems to be nice, and as you can see we have the side panels already pre-molded, so it means you won't have to deal with some really weird gaps and seams. It's just a matter of installing these parts in place and you will be good to go. And I can see that we have some pre-molded features, but they are not, I would say, that difficult to find, so definitely a good thing to have. Next, we continue with this part, so we can zoom even further, and maybe I will take it on my fingers, because it's a really tiny part. It's a top cover for the hull section, and as you can see here we have some pre-molded features. If I flip it over, obviously we get only the guiding elements, and that's pretty much all, because there is no interior. It's a 1/72nd scale kit, and I would say it would be strange to expect some interior in a 1/72nd scale tank, even though there are such kits, I would admit it. So here we continue with another armor plate for the top hull section, and as far as you can see it should be the rear armor wall, because here we also get the towing hooks pre-molded, and here from the opposite side you can see that we have some recessed edges which will help you with guiding this part into the right spot. Next, another Ziploc bag. Here we get 2 identical plastic sprues. So I will show you only one, because here we get the road wheels, and as you can see those are molded as a single piece parts together with the rubber section. Here we also get the drive sprocket. So here, as far as you can see, we get the attachment point right on the teeth, and this means that you will have to be extra careful while separating this part, because otherwise it will be really tricky to repair it. And the same can be said about these rubber sections on the road wheels, because there are obviously no masks included, so be ready to use sharp brush. I don't think it will be useful or, let's say, comfortable to do it any other way. Next, we continue with the tracks. So here we get a quite interesting design, because as you can see the road wheels are molded together with the plastic tracks, and for some modelers it would be a really good addition, because it basically gives you a nice, I would say, convincing appearance, and you don't have to spend your time trying to align all the separate track links. But also it might be a bit tricky to paint, so be ready for that. And maybe such design allows you to paint this part separately and then just install it on the lower hull section, so might be also an option. But as far as I can see, you have also to delete these small molding tabs, as you can see, between the wheels. So definitely do not forget about this, because otherwise it will look weird on the finished model. Next, we continue with another Ziploc bag, which is a bit more tricky to open. I don't know why some of the plastic bags from IBG models are a bit difficult to open. They're closed tight, like really tight. So here we continue with the external bits. These are the panels which will be installed on the hull. So here we have various panels, and as you can see, the overall molding quality seems to be nice, and I don't think you have any issues. Just keep in mind that some parts are really tiny. Here you can see comparison with my fingertip, so it will definitely take some time. And also maybe will require some special tools, because otherwise it will be really tricky to get it with just bare fingers. Next we continue with this special circular insert, which will be placed instead of the turret, as you can guess. We also get some external elements for the hull, and also some more of the armor panels which will be installed here and there. But again, overall quality I really like all the promoted features here, so it's just a matter of careful assembly. And here you can check those parts from the opposite side, so also quite a nice quality. Okay, next we have the last plastic bag, which is dedicated to gray plastic sprues. So here again we get the mix of sprues, for example this pair of sprues with the road wheels, and again we have pretty much the same design as what we saw on the previous one, so I think it won't be surprising for modelers and it should be easy to get together. And what I like is that the lower hull section here is molded as a single piece part, so it means you won't have to deal with the separate panels. And here, by the way, you can see also some of the Pioneer tools and hull parts and storage boxes which will be placed on the top hull section. By the way, here if I flip it over, you can see these two large tabs which will be actually interconnecting together with the top hull section. Next we have the separate plastic bag which is dedicated to the decals and PE threads. So I'm going to cut through the plastic bag and we will take a closer look together, so just give me a moment. Okay, so first of all, PE thread, which is really nice bonus in this sizing, and as you can see it's unpainted PE thread, so a lot of tiny features will be copied with those parts, but it will require some due skills, I would say, because otherwise it will be really tricky to place them in the right position. After all, it's a 1/72 scale, so that's why you shouldn't underestimate this kit. And here we continue with decal sheet, so this one comes from TechMod, and as you can see printing quality looks really good. So if I bring it closer like that, you can see that we have full number registry, which is really handy in case you don't want to copy what is offered in the standard markings choice. Next we continue with assembly manual, so here I will have to close the lenses and zoom out because it's a large color printed brochure, I would say typical format for IBG. And as you can see we have the no history note but only the colors chart on the first page. Then we have parts map, but parts map does not show unused parts, so keep it in mind. And assembly process starts with the lower hull section and mainly the drivetrain. As you can see here we work on those tracks and road wheels combination, then we install them on the lower hull section. Then we join the separate panels here and there. And here I can see that we start working on the storage compartment, which is also employing the PE parts, which will have to be bent into the right position, so be ready for that. And here we pretty much doing the same task, but again, as you can see, some bending for the PE. And here we also get some small PE parts for the rear section. And of course PE will be used for this crane because there the chain is replicated with help of PE parts. But of course you can find something what will be looking up to scale in 1/72 scale, but I guess it will be kind of difficult task to do because of the small size, obviously. So here we have the first marking option, and then we continue with the second and third. As I said, those are green vehicles. The main difference differences are just these signs on the front and rear. And here we have the fourth marking option. Still, it's quite nice that they included 4 marking options. They decided not to skip it. And of course, because you have the full number registry, you can choose something from the aftermarket as well. So, of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such a release. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. And if you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.